Hey, it's Alex, and today I am going to talk to you about my reactions to the Game of Thrones season 4 premiere. Now, I've seen a lot of, reaction videos for different shows on YouTube before, and I was like, that seems really cool. I kind of want to do one. But I didn't just want to start in the middle of a season. There was like nothing new on, and all the seasons are ending, and so I was just like, well, I'll just wait, I guess. And then when the season 4 premiere of Game of Thrones came around, it was like, this is perfect because I love Game of Thrones. Like, I've read all the books, I love the show, I'm a little bit obsessed. it's it's kind of a problem. Well, I mean, not really. I mean, other people think it's a problem, but I don't think it's a problem. But anyway, like, I was so excited about this that when they had the whole, HBO original series Game of Thrones thing came on, I had chills. Okay, I was so excited that I completely forgot that I had anything else on tonight. And by anything else, I mean Once Upon a Time, Resurrection, and Revenge. Yeah, my animals are making noise. Apparently, Luna has found a box to play in. Luna loves a good box. Hey. But anyway, okay, the opening, you had Tywin Lannister having Ned Stark's sword ice reforged into two swords, and he threw something furry into the fire, and it kind of looked like it might have been Grey Wind, Rob's direwolf, and that broke my heart. I mean, hasn't Grey Wind been through enough? I really hope it wasn't Grey Wind, but that's just kind of like the feeling I got. And it did not make me feel good. But anyway, the new sequence for the opening theme is beautiful as always. I love, love, love the theme song. And since there are new places they're going to be really exploring this season, there are new places in the opening sequence. So it was great. My favorite part, I believe, well, I don't know if this is not my favorite part, but one of the funniest parts was when Lena Tyrell told Brienne that she was just marvelous. And, then after Brienne and Marjorie went for their walk, they stopped by a statue of Joffrey triumphantly standing upon a direwolf. And they even managed to capture that awful smug look he always has on his face. And all I could think was, I just want to punch that look right off your face. And then that just made me think about how awful it must be to be Jack Gleeson. Because, so often people associate actors with their characters. And so they'll just be like, oh, hey, character from this movie. And they'll be like, oh, that's not my name. I'm my own person. I'm not this character. But people do that anyway. And you just know that Jack Gleeson has got to get, like, so much crap when he walks in the street. Like, people screaming obscenities at him. Like, telling him how horrible he is. Like, Joffrey might seriously be the most hated character on television right now. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. So it must be kind of rough to have to deal with all that, I can imagine. I mean, I can't actually imagine, but I would think that that would be difficult to deal with. Yeah. Sometimes my thoughts don't always come out the way they're supposed to, but they do come out. Yeah. Oberyn Martell, awesome intro. They jumped right into everything. I'm excited to see how they put out everything with him in the storyline this season, because he's kind of a badass. He's pretty much like a rock star, as far as Westeros goes. It seems like so. It's gonna be interesting. And the Stark kids, those poor Stark kids. Like, Sansa's so upset about Robb and Catelyn's deaths that she can't even eat lemon cakes. Like, and this girl loves her lemon cakes. And Jon just feels guilty about all the jealousy he had for Robb growing up, and Arya is willing to stay with the Hound willingly just because she feels like she has no one left. She can't go anywhere. She wouldn't be able to make it without him. It's a heartbreaking thing. I was very, very glad to see that there were no reek scenes. The reek scenes are the worst for me. Like, even reading the books, it's really, really hard for me to read the scenes where Theon is reek, because like, I think it's even worse reading the books than it is watching the show, just because from the show, you're still kind of like third person observer view, but like in the books, like you're seeing everything like you're Theon, and oh well, Theon being Reek, and it's gut wrenching. Like it's a horrific, horrific thing to read. I mean, I still recommend reading the books. Don't get me wrong, but it's not for the faint of heart, is it, Luna? It's not for the faint of heart. No, no, no. And can we just give it amen for like how good Jamie's haircut looks? Seriously, ever since he got that shaggy blonde hair chopped up, he is looking fine. Luna agrees. Luna just wants to be on the internet. There you go. As for what's happening over near Marine, like it was heartbreaking, like seeing the little slave girl, you know, dead and hung out to warn Danny of what's gonna happen if she tries to take the city. And you know, it was heartbreaking to have her tell Ser Jorah that she was gonna leave them all up, you know, because he offered to go take them down for her, well, to have somebody else do it. And she's like, no, I want to see each and every one of their faces. You know, because the fact that they are doing this to her, well, to all these innocent slaves, you know, just to get a rise out of her, you know, it just breaks her heart and it makes her even more determined to free them, you know, so she's a brave girl, that Khaleesi. I mean, you gotta give her some mad props. Also, how freaking awesome was it to see Arya finally get her revenge on Polliver and all those goons who took the kids to Harrenhal? Like, I mean, yeah, it's terrible that she, you know, murdered people, but she got Needle back. That's all that really counts, right? Right? I'm really excited for next week, you know, because Joffrey's getting married. Fun things are gonna happen. I can't wait. So I'll see you all next week. Bye.